Okay, Pen's uncle's come to visit. It's Saturday, so I think they brought their daughter as well because she hasn't got to go to school today. Pen's just popped up the road to get something from the shop, I think. Well, the dogs were like howling, so I guess that means Pen's gone out somewhere. I was having a bit of a lie-in this morning, doing the YouTube videos. Hand's pretty sore, I've got lots of like cuts and stuff, so I was sort of going to give the DIY a rest today, but I have been doing a little bit. I've been sort of starting on that door frame, checking the sizes of the doors that I just got delivered. They don't seem quite right. That bathroom one's like 5mm too small. Anyway, something different today, bit of a break from the DIY. I just let the dogs out. Probably shouldn't have done that. Gorgie's gone running off somewhere. We'll go and catch him. Because I thought, you know, once there's guests, they'll sort of want to be around the guests. All right, thank you. So what's this? You've brought rosemary and another ganja plant. Okay, good, thank you. And they brought some vegetables. Remember the ones that were growing on the floor in their farm? Lots of them again. Do you see Gorgie? Where's Gorgie? Did he go? I'll go find Gorgie. Gorgie! Oh, it's here. Good, Gorgie. Look, he's come back to sniff the ganja plant. Right, come on, Gorgie, in. Go on, good boy. Everyone's going in. Go on, in. Good. Yeah, they brought us like a rosemary and another ganja plant. They brought us like, I think 3 plants before. We didn't ask for it or anything, just a gift. They're growing a few up at their farm as well. So. Someone else gave us a load of seeds a while back, but none of them sprouted. Yeah, Pen's been up since really early, like making some salmon curry or something. I think she got up at 5 AM. Because her uncle's coming to visit, she wanted to make something to eat. And Narod's come around with this like measuring tape thing, so we're going to go out to the farm and measure some distances. I'll talk about that in a minute. So if you remember a few videos back, we went up to Narod's farm in Thailand, and he was doing the spraying of his trees. And I did show briefly that they had some like blue buckets set up with a pump, and he had like hoses and a spray, and he's come round today to help us start planning like the same setup for this farm. So up until now we've been using these like backpack things. Fill that up with whatever spray you want. You walk around and spray it on the trees, and whilst they've been smaller, it's been okay. But Pen says it's becoming a bit of a chore even now as they get to about 3 years old. The bigger they are, the more quantity of liquid they need. So say as before, like one backpack might have done you like a whole section. Now maybe one backpack will do you like 5 trees or something. So, and obviously you can't spray a big tree like that with such a small quantity. You'd be there forever. So we need to upgrade the spraying system. So Pen and Nat are doing a bit of cooking. What are you cooking? Salmon curry. So they're just checking all the measurements, like the length of the farm and then the width of the farm in various places, so they know how much hose to go and buy.
Yeah, I don't like the small curry.
Pen's over here doing a salmon curry. What's that in there? Like anchovy?
Anchovy, yeah.
Are they anchovies?
Similar Thai anchovy, but they're not that soapy. They're soapy, but they're not watery.
So they're going to be like crispy anchovies. Look who can smell the fish. Crispy fish. It's Bung Bung's favourite, perhaps. Here. Oh, it's hot though. Careful. Careful. Do you want to go back in the aircon? Back to sleep already? Lazy dog. A lazy doggy. That's it, Bung Bung. You're not having any more? No, because it's for everyone. When he sits like that, it means like, give me the food. All right, last bit. But careful, it's hot. To be honest, Pen, I would ladle that into a smaller pot rather than trying to carry that all at once. It's just dangerous.
I want this one.
But if that handle breaks, you're covered in boiling soup. So, well, you can't say it's not going to break. It's a very big pot. It's very heavy, full of boiling water. The safest thing to do is ladle into a smaller pot. Well, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you
I
because
cool it down
that's
then.
yeah. But you got to wait for it to cool right down. You know how long's that going to take? Could take an hour. Am I like too fussy about stuff like this? I just think that's like really dangerous. Well, now that I think about it, this whole thing is like rocking around on a slope. The whole thing is silly. I suppose the quicker I sort out a proper kitchen, the better. I don't think you can trust any of that, Pen. I mean, you know, that if that wheel falls off, the whole thing falls, you're covered in boiling soup. I mean, she's not listening to me. But am I right, am I wrong? I don't know.
They come from England, this hot, so they less strong.
Right, but yeah, it's not listening to me. So Pen's uncle has drawn like a plan of the farm with everything measured. See what hoses we need where. There. Without a doubt, more sensible, I agree. Right, all of that's connected up now, so let's turn it on and okay. That was a big leak. Where did that come from? Right, I had the O-ring the wrong way round. Let's try again. Aha. That's another job ticked off. We're going to go out to the shop now. We're going to go and have a look at the hoses and the pumps that we need for this like spraying system. So you can see there's a wide variety of pumps available. So they have some that are already made up here, ready to go. But Pen's uncle says no, like get this one with this one. It's the best combination. So they're gonna like make it for us. That's the spray gun thing. Super turbo. We ordered some lemon drinks about half an hour ago. I guess they're picking the lemons or something. They've got to get the lemon from the tree, picking them now. I'm just saying it's been a long time. They're nice. It's lemon tea. Is it lemon tea? I think it's lemon tea. But it's good. Dying for a drink. Okay, that's all back home now. We weren't expecting to buy all that today. We were just going to have a look. But it turned out the price of their hose was pretty good. We were looking at the prices on Lazada earlier, That's where Pen's uncle bought his hose from, and we got it in that shop much cheaper than Lazada. So we thought, well, we may as well get on with it, because what's got to happen is Pen's uncle's got to help us set it all up, and then he's got to come round a few times to sort of teach Pen how to use it. So we're just going to give it a test. Now we're all getting it all set up temporarily. So we've got 900 meters of high pressure hose pipe, Japanese standard. That says industrial use hose, max 320 bar. That is a lot, isn't it? That's like super high pressure. So there's lots of brass fittings and some little taps. Little taps to make shut-offs here and there. From the sounds of it, it started on the first pull, so that's good news. I asked if they had a push start one. They said, yeah, but it's Chinese and you don't want it. Hey. Right, there's a lot of air. Okay. But it must go more powerful than that then. Right, now he's showing us how it's done. Right, pay attention, Pen. No, it's not Songkran. Get away. Right, yeah, they're all off home now. They're coming again tomorrow to do more of the setup for the spraying. Gorgie. That's where I like to sit to eat my dinner, isn't it? He did this the other day. He makes it all wet, so when you come and sit down, it's all like damp. Gorgie, for fuck's sake, come on. No. Do not jump up there. It proper bit me, that cat did just now. I got like blood. Pen got this cheese in Macro. It's massive. It's made in Thailand cheese. I haven't had this before. See what this is like. No. No. Hit. Ow! Keep biting me. Stop it. It's okay. It's mild cheddar, so I guess for mild cheddar it's okay. I would normally buy something a little bit stronger. And then if I put it outside, Pen's like, what'd you put it outside for? Why are you not being nice to the cat? It's like I can't win, you know? Look, I'm just having like croissants and cheese. Look, it's had what it wants now. It's had its pound of flesh. It wants to go out of its own accord, I think. And then Pen's always like, oh, why did you put the cat outside? Why did you throw it out for? And I'm like, I didn't throw it out. It wanted to go out. I let it out. I was being nice to it. That's why I'm worried about these birds showing up, because I know they're going to be biting me sooner or later. Pen's uncle brought round like some homemade fertilizer stuff yesterday. He's going to show us how to mix it all up. What's this for?
Durian seed.
Durian seed, what's that?
I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Well, let's start animal, vegetable, mineral.
Fish.
It's a type of fish.
Yeah.
Right, so what comes from the fish?
This one.
Right, so is it like a fish paste?
Yeah.
It's made from dead fish, is that
Yeah.
right? Right.
Podoma.
Right, so we got sugar and water and trichoderma. Yeah. And then it's going to be some sort of product that's made from fish. We're having like one or two like central lines that go right the way up and down the farm. This will end up being a fixed line that doesn't move. And then off it, we're going to have spurs. And these spurs are going to be mobile, and they're like long enough to reach like all the trees in like this area, for example. This is the fish stuff. It smells like alcohol.
Alcohol.
Alcohol. So it's fermented.
Yeah.
This is like fermented, so it's got stuff that's alive in it, and I think apparently this is good for the soil, and perhaps even the sugar is food for that's living in there. So Pen's uncle was saying just recently that if we want to try to have fruit on some of the trees next fruit season, about 1 year's time, that we need to start preparing for it now. So that's what this is about. It's teaching us some concoctions which are going to be good for the trees to get them ready for fruiting next year. So these two hoses go down inside the water. The inlet has a filter on it, and this is the return. So that's the inlet, the return, and then you've got two outlets there, so you can connect two separate systems directly to the sprayer. And obviously with the right fittings, you can split the hose and split into as many sort of separate systems as you like. Apparently this should have enough power that 4 people can spray simultaneously if you got 4 guns. I think we've got a leftover reel of hose, so we're going to take that back and swap it for another gun, so we'll have 2 guns. Are they ready? Mm-hmm. Good?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So a few of our rambutan are ready, starting to turn red here and there. Come on, Gorky, what are you waiting for? Come in.
Come on.
It's funny that, because I was just about to eat some rambutan for breakfast when Pen said, oh, our ones are ready. Somebody gave us a whole load of their rambutan, that's why I was going to eat that one. But it's nice to have some of your own. Though Pen reckons this variety is nicer, and she wants to plant some of these as well. You're not allowed in there. Come on, out.
4 minutes, there you be 4 minutes.
Alright, this is the 3rd day now. Pen's uncle's back to help us. We've got the right size clamps now. I'll take the tyre then. I'll get the tyre and take it down there.
Còn đưa nạp tặng nó còn có mà nạp tiếng Na bánเลยนี่มันก็ไม่ได้จะปั๊มให้เป็นแบบนี้
Yeah.
เลยจับไปนอนในใต้ซิ่งในที่ใส่ไอ้จาบูเล่น
Yeah, so that's well crimped. So we've got to make some cuts in the hose here and there. So we've got to put our own fittings on. And then this thing will just crimps that on, so can't come off. 3 females crimped onto those. So those 3 crimped ends just screw together with some fittings. And the only thing, other than that, the only thing we've added is this silver piece there that just allows the hose to rotate. So as this one's getting dragged around, it doesn't get coiled up. So we've been working all day to get this system hooked up with that crimping machine and whatever. It's nearly 4 p.m. now. It took a really long time. It's been hot, so it's been quite hard work. Nothing's coming out, no. High pressure system, 320 bar. I think we're going to need a bigger pump, Pen. Right, we're starting to get a bit of pressure down here, but nowhere near enough. So it must still be leaking somewhere. Well, 1 or 2 leaking. That's them green O-rings again, so we'll have to change them over for PTFE. Gorgie. come in now. Come on, everyone's in. Naughty husky. Naughty in. Get. Go, front bone. Come on. Front. In now. Come on. Dinner time. Yeah, wake that cat up and get it out of my sink. It's been in there all day, like all day. Are we taking all of those?
How many minutes? Only one.
Well, I guess just one of them big ones. Well, go on then, you lift it up. There's an animal inside it. I think it's a gecko or something. Yeah, just a gecko. Get some of the water out.
Just put on the back like that, yeah, they go like that.
We're getting this tyre so we can put our new sprayer thing on that temporarily. But I think we need to build a little shed for it, you know, because it's not cheap, so you don't want it just lying around the farm. Someone could walk up with it. Pen's saying we should make it like Puck's toilet here. Puck's in there doing his washing by the look of it. So he's got this little shed. It's all just made out of metal sides, a metal divider down the middle, metal roof. A concrete base. I think that's okay, yeah, it's okay. I was thinking we should make it with bricks. And yesterday I was using it to do the door. And, well, this is it now. I really need a drill to get on with this job because I can't, you know, all by hand is going to kill my hand. And my hand's not good already. So, 12-month warranty with this drill. Or so I thought. I don't think we have the receipt. I don't normally keep receipts. I'm not very good at stuff like that. But, you know, the drill we've got in England has lasted for like 10 years. So I just didn't expect any problems. But what I do have is a YouTube video of me in the shop buying the drill. So I'm hoping that will suffice. But whatever, you know, whatever. I need a drill, so as much as I don't want to, I think I might have to get in the car and drive to Home Pro. Gorgie, you're on the sofa, you're making it wet. That's where I like to sit. Gorgie! Are you looking for the receipt, Pen?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I was wondering what you were doing in that box. I've got that corded one, so I can use that for a few bits and pieces, but I can't do lots of little screws with that. It's also had the chuck binding quite a lot. I guess because it's full of brick dust or whatever, but it is quite difficult to unlock this sometimes. Someone was asking on the video recently, what did I do to my hand? It was cuts from this chuck because I'm trying to hold it while it doesn't want to unlock. Come on, Bung Bung, in the water. Gotta have a wash. Get in the water. Alright, I've just popped up to Home Pro and back. I took the broken drill up there and they didn't want to like do it because I didn't have a receipt, but I showed them my own YouTube videos showing me buying the drill 10 months ago, and well, through that we were able to get the date, and then they could print out the receipt, and it had Pen's phone number on it, so we were able to, like, you know. So they took it for a repair, which they're going to do for free, but that's going to take 45 days, and I need a drill now, so I had to buy a new one. So I got like the smaller version, so just enough to hopefully tide me over. It was like 3,000 baht, so not, you know, too expensive. And then hopefully once the other one's back, I'll have two, then I'll have the little one and like the medium one. There's quite a lot of stuff going on today. There's the digger down there. That's a new digger. The neighbours bought a new one. Well, you know, like a second-hand one. Pen's uncle came to help again yesterday, but it pissed it down with rain, so we couldn't do anything. So I think this is the 5th day in a row he's been here now. I also just popped round the shop to pick up a delivery. I think this is going in what we're spraying. It says citric acid anhydrous. I don't know what that's good for. All I can read there is pH, perhaps it's something to do with the change in the soil pH, I don't know. That'll be going in there, getting mixed up with all that stuff. So yeah, and like vitamins as well. Pen's uncle was saying that mostly they spray the vitamins. Like normally me and Pen go out and buy a bag of it, and then you go around the tree and you like dish it out. They're saying mostly they spray it on. So from now on, now that we've got the spraying set up, maybe we'll do the same. We might start spraying our vitamins rather than using pellet form.
Yeah.
Bang bang. It's going home time now. Come on, stop mucking about. Stop it. Get off. I don't know what's driven him so mad. He's in a real funny bitey mood. Bitey mood. Pen, what's the matter with him? What? Bang bang. What the hell is the matter with you? What's the matter with this dog? Well, we sprayed the whole farm pretty much. I guess it took us about an hour or two with 2 of us spraying. That's the first time I've done any spraying. It's all right, I suppose. Nothing to it really. Just coat the tree. So anyway, hopefully that'll be good for them. I think they're going to get that like once a week or once every 2 weeks. I think tomorrow they're going to get sprayed again though, like with a different treatment, like one for the soil, one for the roots. It is kind of a 2-person job though, I would say, because you need one out spraying and then one over there at the buckets kind of checking that they're full up, checking it hasn't run out, moving the pipe from one bucket to another. So I think this chap, we are going to get him to come and help with the spraying, so when I'm not here, him and Pen can do it together. Gorgie, get down. Get down, Gorgie. Huskies sleep here on the floor in the husky bed. Look. I think that spraying system we've set up is pretty good. I think in the future, as the trees get bigger, it's going to be more and more useful. But it was still tiring. I was doing it for like an hour or two. I did about half the farm. And I'm exhausted, like I just want to go to sleep. Maybe an early night. I'll just show you what dinner I'm having. So I've got like a vegetable curry, that's like really pretty spicy, and then I think that's pork, and there's also like some vegetable and pork soup that Pen has made.